My name is Jaclyn Vukson, and this is my persuasive speech for CAS 100A. How is everybody doing today?
Fine.
When I was 13, I was diagnosed with leukemia. For those of you who don't know, leukemia is a blood cancer. From experiencing those from such a young age, I realized that I wanted to be in the medical field. When it came time for college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to be a doctor or a nurse. In 2014-2015 school year, a new program came to Pennsylvania, RHS, which stands for Rehabilitation and Human Services. I talked to my advisor at the time because I didn't really know much about the field, and she said I'd be a perfect candidate for it because she knew my story. So I said, why not, and I gave it a try. And going into my senior year in college, I couldn't be happy with my decision. There is always a need for RHS professionals because of the growing demands of society and the needs and issues that aren't being met. Which brings me to our two topics of how we need more RHS professionals and to try to convince students to go into the RHS profession. First off, we're going to discuss how there's a need for RHS professionals in the work field. Because I found 30% to 60% of the caseworkers and social workers found they're overworked and they don't have enough people to thoroughly do their jobs to assist people with disabilities or overcome barriers. They feel like they can't do their job thoroughly because of the lack of people. And this is important because the people that need these services are being put on a wait list and aren't receiving these services right away. And that could be a really life-changing thing for them. Which brings us into our second topic of how we need more people to major in the RHS profession. So, because we need more people in the RHS profession, that results in the need to convince people, students for that matter, to consider majoring in RHS. My professor, Dr. Kramer, says that, like all of us who are graduating in spring of 2016, there's about 8 of us who are going to graduate, and he said that we're most likely going to be guaranteed a job right out of college. So that's a good thing to know when you graduate, that you're going to have a job. And the second most important thing, I believe, is that it's just so gratifying being in this field. Because you know that you're making a difference in someone else's life. Like, for example, as a class, we had to do a group project, so we decided to volunteer at St. Luke's, which is a nursing home in our area. So we decided to volunteer there with the elderly residents and volunteer and play bingo with them. It was close to the holidays, so it was nice to see their smiles. And then a bunch of them came up to us and said that we were such nice people for volunteering our time to spend with them. And it was just so gratifying and amazing feeling that someone told me that I made a difference in their life. So I want you guys to really take from this today that there is a real important need for RHS professionals and to really consider majoring in the RHS major. So something I want you guys to think about, how many of you can benefit from RHS services or know someone that can benefit from RHS services? Thank you for your time, and thank you for being a really good audience.
Oh, Jackie,